It's about that time.
Twisting my crown, talking to God while I lay it down. From root to tip, it's the real me. Life lessons and curl therapy.
Now that I'm freshly washed and my hair is smelling good, let's get right into it. So I'm recently in my waiting season, my sitting, pausing, semi-stuck feeling. And if you in that same scenario just like me, you know it's rough, okay? I keep coming to God and I'm asking him and I'm just like, when is going to be my breakthrough? When is it going to be my moment? When am I going to finally reach the things that I've been wanting to accomplish? And when it comes to waiting, like how you wait for food. You're sitting there and you're just expecting it to, come to you. Just like any normal person would. Like you're waiting, you're standing there, you're waiting for them to finish the job for you so you can move on along. And where I've been going wrong is that that's not really what waiting truly is as a believer, like I'm not supposed to just sit there and expect God to just do the work for me. As I was praying and talking to him, just feeling so stuck and feeling confused as to why I'm putting in work and I'm stopping because it's not propelling me forward in the rate that I wanted to go. The only answer that I heard back was, go get your blessing. So when I heard that, I'm like, well, what do you mean? Because I'm not trying to make no moves impatiently. I'm not trying to go down the wrong path and go backwards to where I came from, I'm like, God, what do you mean by go get your blessing? And he's like, well, waiting doesn't mean just sitting there and not doing nothing, girl. That is not what waiting means. Waiting also means a moment for preparation, a moment for self-improvement and building yourself up so you can be ready for what you're asking for and what you're praying for. Waiting is not passive. When you're waiting, you shouldn't just be sitting there and having a list of expectations before you get what you think you deserve. Waiting is an action. And I'm like, oh, okay. What you've been asking for is literally at an arm's length, but because you're just sitting there and you're expecting for it to just fall in your lap or expecting for you to just reach a little farther to get it and not, really putting in that time, that work, that effort and really trusting God, because it's always a process, trust the process, He's basically saying you don't know when I'm about to give you what you've been asking for. And when I do, you need to be ready. It ain't no, let me gather myself. Let me get all this stuff together. No, you need to be on point. You need to be ready. And the only time that you can do that is when you're waiting. Back to going and getting your blessing. What I feel like in my interpretation, what that meant was meet God in the middle. Do the work, put in the time, put in the effort, put in the energy. The same stuff that you want from him, do that. And meet him in the middle. Just like how you go and meet that DoorDasher at your door to get your food, meet God halfway. You've been putting in that work. And yes, the stuff that you have been doing is not going unnoticed. That's the reason why you're about to receive what you're about to receive. But because you're thinking so hard into the fact that it's not happening at the time you want it to happen, that's what's hindering you. So in reality, there's really no such thing as being stuck. You're literally just in the slow escalator, just going up never not in motion. You're never just fully just not doing anything. Because if you're not doing anything, how do you really expect to get where you want to be? You're literally, you press pause, and the only reason why you press pause is because you're not seeing. Bro, y'all feel what I'm saying. Just know that all good things take time to produce. You don't want something quick and easy and just thrown at you, do you? You can't even sit and enjoy what was properly prepared for you because you were so impatient and you indulged yourself with BS. Just because you were impatient and you didn't want to wait anymore. And that's why you need to be shifting your focus. Just because it's not in front of you does not mean it's not coming. And if it's a struggle for you, And if you feel like there is times where you feel completely impatient, talk to God. Ask Him to help you on this path of waiting properly. Ask Him to help build you up during that waiting season. Ask Him to really pour into you and give you that strength for you to keep walking down that path so you don't give up halfway. You are this close. And I have to keep telling myself that too. I am so close to where I want to be. And giving up is not an option. And standing still is not an option. So don't be discouraged any longer during your waiting season. This is your time to cook up. This is your time to develop. This is your time to really mold yourself and let God mold you. So when you get to where you want to be, ooh, it ain't no stopping you. And all good things definitely take time. And the end result is always worth it. Love you.